Hey guys, welcome to this video. This video might be a little bit different to what I normally post, but yeah, it's just for a bit of variety. So in today's video, we're going to be ranking World 1 areas, which is the rings of JToH. The video won't include sub-realms, they're for another time. So without further ado, enjoy the video. Yeah, this comes as basically no surprise to anybody. The towers here are just... ugh, they're just not that fun, are they? I mean, it does have some decent towers, like the Tower of War Hugging and Tower of Despair maybe, but overall it's just... Okay, but seriously, in terms of tower quality, this ring is just the worst by far. I mean, the next ring actually has some towers, including its citadel, above average. In fact, they're really fun to play. But this ring just has literally nothing in terms of good towers. I mean, the two I previously mentioned are okay, but yeah. I mean, the lobby is pretty good actually, now that it got revamped not too long ago. But yeah, it's not the worst in terms of lobby quality, but tower quality, which is the thing I'm going off of, is just by far the worst. So, next ring. Okay, so this might not come as a surprise to maybe some of you, but to a majority of you, it will. So this ring is, I mean, it's definitely a step up from Ring 3. We'll start with that. But again, there's just towers that are just... ugh. Like, it's mainly the psychologically unsafe and the advanced towers, or mainly just the intense towers, because there's only two psychologically unsafes, and one of them, Tower of Niflheim, is actually really good. And the intenses are just, questionable, to say the least. So like I said with the Ring 3 segment, the citadel in this ring, the Citadel of Scythe Recognition, is one of the best citadels in the game, in my opinion. In fact, I don't know how such a good citadel ended up in such a bad ring, but it is what it is. I mean, there are a few other average towers, like the Tower of Radiant Realms, the one on screen now, and the Tower of Environmental Pain, which is also not that bad. But in general, the ring's pretty lifeless. I mean, they did revamp it not too long ago, and it's okay, I guess. So, in general, the intensities just bring it down. But if we look at the positives, it's not that bad. So just like Ring 6, Ring 2 has the odd few towers that bring the entire area down and just make it bad. You know which ones I'm talking about. But just like Ring 6, it has the odd few towers that are actually really good, almost like anomalies. Like the Tower of Table Flipping, the Tower of Eternal Suffering, and the Tower of Deep Darkness. And it just feels like yesterday that the Tower of Phone Snapping and the Tower of Big Hole got added into Ring 2. Like, really? 2021? COVID was still a big concern back then. And if I'm gonna be really honest, Ring 2 would have placed lower than Ring 6 if it wasn't for those two towers. Those two towers make a pretty big difference because about that bad towers thing, there would have been more of those than the good towers, and that's a shame because Ring 2 as an area is really good because the atmosphere and it's just really pleasant. So it would be a shame if it was ranked even lower than Ring 6 was, but it isn't. So that's a good thing. Moving on to the next one. Okay, now we're starting to see its real step up in tower quality. For example, the tower that's on the screen now, Tower of Dust and Decay, one of my personal Ring 4 favourites. Along with the Tower of Leaning Ledges, Tower of Spiraling Heights, even the Tower of Terrible Mondays that got revamped, it will be on the screen. Furthermore, Ring 4 doesn't have as many of those bad towers. It's only just the two remorseless towers that bring it down for me. But even then, it's only two towers. However, there's not really any towers that particularly amaze me as such, or in other words, above average. The only towers that are above average are the ones I already mentioned, and the Citadel. Citadel of Uneasiness is a pretty solid citadel. So overall, pretty much just average all around, with a few ups and downs here and there. Now we're at the halfway point in the rankings, and I personally think that it's Ring 1 that takes the 5th spot. Unlike those before, Ring 1 has the olden and nostalgic feel to it, despite all of the changes going on around it. Its towers are timeless and treasured, and for the better. Ring 1's towers just have that ancient charm about them. Some standout towers include the Tower of Killjoys, the Tower of Impossible Expectations, and the Citadel of Laptop Splitting. Some honourable mentions include the Tower of Rage and the Tower of Heck, the first ever tower in the whole game. To be honest, I've given Ring 1 some nostalgia points, but it's part of why it's better than the other rings. Inevitably, its ancient nature is timeless, and that's something every JToH player can agree on. Right, on to the big boys now. Ring 7 marks what I consider the beginning of the modern era of JToH, bringing in towers that have gameplay, creativity, and design not seen in any tower prior to this ring's creation. Granted, there are a few oddities that let the ring down, but even those towers are of pretty decent quality. They're just not as good compared to the rest of the ring. My personal favourites from the ring include JToH, or Tower of Orientating Oscillating Opinions, the Tower of Distorted Aerodynamics, and the Tower of Ultraviolet. JToH in particular is one of the only towers in the game that have obtained a perfect 30 out of 30 score upon review. Can you name the others? The mechanics really start to grow and expand into wilder things, such as the turret scene in TODA or the immense design in JToH. Areas released past Ring 7 expand on the mechanics this ring had, and just look at its effect on the game. Absolutely incredible. Opening our top 3 now. Ring 9 is an interesting one since it's made up of 9 soul crushing towers and only 5 non-soul crushings, but it's whatever. Starting with the non-soul crushings, each tower contrasts with one another, so there's almost no mix-up whatsoever. My favourite out of the 4 non-soul crushing towers has to be the Tower of Beat Block Berserk, as it's such a short and snappy tower with loads of cool beat block based mechanics in there. I've not beat the 3 catastrophic towers, but I have beaten everything below them. My pick of the bunch is the Tower of Bent Trauma. TOBT was my first soul crushing tower, and that moment still lives in my head rent-free. Here is a clip of my reaction.
Yes! Oh my god! Oh my god! I did it! I did it! I did it! Oh my god! Oh my god! Yes! I did it! 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 Oh my god! Oh my god! I did it! I finally did it! I finally did it! I did patrol! Oh my god! I did it! I finally did it!
I'll never forget that moment. Anyways, another reason why this ring ranks above the others is because of its punishing nature and its adrenaline factor within its towers. It's something you don't see much nowadays in towers as the game becomes more safety net based, so this ring is a very nice way of reminding you of the harsh nature of the game. Ring 9 is a ring with incredible towers and design, and is a brilliant way to end the main areas of the Great Inferno. Well, our rankings are now pretty much sealed. Ring 5 takes a silver medal, and in my opinion, deservedly so. Ring 5 was still in the times of JToH, so some of the tower standards might be a bit lacking. However, that's not why I love this ring so much. Its atmosphere is unique, its soundtrack captures the abyss-like atmosphere, and the design complements that so nicely. A ring with rich history deserves good towers, and it definitely has those. My favourites include the Tower of Tokyo Heights, the Tower of Floor Fury, and the Citadel of Contrasting Regions. Again, this ring features quite a few punishing towers, like the Citadel. Fun fact, Ring 5 was released quite way before Zone 1 released, which is pretty cool. Anyways, this ring with its unique and scenic towers, along with the immense and chilling atmosphere, this ring places number 2 on my list. And finally, we have number 1. Well, where do I even start with this ring? Every tower here is an absolute blast to play, no matter the difficulty. Choosing my favourites from this area was extremely tough, as everything here, in my opinion, has around the same high standard. However, I eventually came to 3 towers I liked the most. These are the Tower of Armor Sanga, the Tower of Insanely Innovative Ideas, and the Tower of Mean Tasks. Some honourable mentions include the Tower of Vibrant Adventures and the Tower of Uneasy Scaling. I like this ring so much, in fact, I even went out my way to beat the Tower Rush a while back. Ring 8 is a fantastic ring, and everything here is guaranteed to give you a really fun time. Hey guys, so I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, slap a like on this video and subscribe to my channel if you want more content like this, which I probably will to mix it up from the old tower guides, and yeah. Probably might make a few more tower guides before another video like this happens. So if you want another video like this, let me know and I will probably do it if it's something sensible and it's JToH related. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out and take care.